Okay, class, I have my big Bible flashcard that I will be showing you in a minute. But first, I want to talk to you a little bit about what today's Bible truth is going to be about. Back in Bible times, when Jesus was living here on the earth, he had helpers like his disciples, and he also had a lot of close friends. And today we're going to be talking about some of his close friends. So he had close friends, and they were two sisters and a brother with each other. So their names were Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. Lazarus was the guy, Mary and Martha were the two girls. They were brothers and sisters, and they were all three very close friends with Jesus. So Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. They had been around Jesus many times. They'd seen him heal a lot of different people. They knew that he was not just some person, they knew that he was the Son of God, and they knew that he had power. Well, one day, Lazarus got very sick, like very sick. And so Mary and Martha sent a messenger to go find Jesus, who was in a different town, and ask him to please come quickly because his friend Lazarus was very, very sick. But Jesus didn't come. Jesus didn't come in time, and Lazarus died. Jesus' friend Lazarus actually died. So, back in Bible times, we've talked about this before, when someone died, they would be wrapped in these cloths called grave clothes, and they would be put in a tomb, which is sort of like a cave, and sealed with a large stone. We talked about that at Easter time with Jesus, okay? Well, Jesus still didn't come, and by this point, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. All of his family was very, very sad and missing Lazarus very, very much. They were also sad that Jesus hadn't come to heal Lazarus. Why hadn't Jesus come? We called for him. We know he probably could have done something, but he didn't come, and now our brother is dead. Then someone told Martha that Jesus was coming to their town. Martha ran to meet Jesus. When she saw him, she said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." And then she said, "Even now I know that whatever you ask of God, he will give it to you." Martha said that because she believed that even though her brother Lazarus was dead, Jesus had the power to give Lazarus back life. Jesus said to Martha, "Your brother will live again." So Martha went to tell Mary that Jesus had come. Martha left the house and went to where Jesus was. She was crying. Mary fell down at Jesus' feet and said, "Lord, if you had been here, Lazarus would not have died." So she pretty much said the same thing that Martha had said. "Why weren't you here? Our brother died because you didn't come in time." When Jesus saw Mary's tears, he cried too. Then Jesus said, "Where is Lazarus' body?" Mary showed Jesus the tomb, remember, like that cave. He saw that a large stone had been rolled in front of the opening. Jesus said, "Take away the stone." Martha said, "But Lord, Lazarus has been dead for 4 days. His body will smell bad now." Jesus said, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you would see the glory of God?" So the people rolled away the stone from the tomb. Jesus looked up toward heaven and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I know that you always hear me, but I'm saying this out loud so that the people who are standing here will believe that you are the one who sent me." Jesus then turned and faced the tomb and shouted, "Lazarus, come out!" The people were amazed to hear Jesus' words. Let me back up a little so you can see all that. They were even more amazed to see Lazarus standing at the entrance to the tomb, still wrapped in his grave clothes. Jesus said, "Unwrap the grave clothes and let Lazarus go free." Because Jesus had given Lazarus life again, many people believed that Jesus was the Messiah, the Son of God. Mary and Martha learned to trust Jesus even more, and they learned that Jesus is never too late. Let me come a little closer so that you can see. I know there's a little bit of a glare on that. So there's Lazarus standing at the entrance. The people around are amazed. There's Jesus saying, "Lazarus, come forth." This is a true story from the Bible. This really happened. Jesus has power over death, and he brought Lazarus back to life. I liked something at the end of that story. They said that many people there that day believed that Jesus was the Son of God. So there were people there at first that weren't sure what to think about Jesus. And when they saw the miracle that he did by bringing Lazarus back to life, they believed. And we have the Bible, and we have all of those miracles written, and we have all of God's truths written. And so we believe that Jesus has all power. And we talked about that last week in chapel. Those of you who were able to watch that, that's omnipotent. Jesus has all power. And so, anyways, for the rest of this week, we will be continuing to talk a little bit more about the Lazarus story and talking about how God always has a plan. His timing is always perfect. And we'll be talking about a lot of things that have to do with that Bible truth that we just talked about today. So I'm looking forward to that with you guys.